We all know that people vote on their pocketbooks, right? So look, among voters who are very worried about the direction of the U.S. economy, Donald Trump is the antidote to their fears. He wins 36% of those voters, 23% for Rubio, 22% for Cruz, 8% for Carson. Another thing that got to the Trump victory, terrorism. 32% of Republican voters in South Carolina today said terrorism was their top issue of concern. Trump wins them. 31%, Cruz 25%, Rubio 23%, and Jeb Bush at 9%. So when you look at the economy and terrorism, Dana, Mark, two major issues, and this helps drive the Trump victory. And another note that is really interesting, when you compare that to the issue set in the Nevada Democratic caucuses tonight, terrorism was nowhere basically on the list. It was all the way down at the bottom of the list of issues important to Democrats.
And you know, you would think that somebody who was a billionaire who made his name and fortune on the economy would be doing well with people who are driven to the polls by the economy. But terrorism?
You know, it's interesting. A friend of mine owns a landscaping company in Northern Virginia, and he's been texting me all night incessantly. And what he keeps telling me over and over again is that this is a bread and butter election. That's why Donald Trump is winning. People are so angry right now. And this is somebody, mind you, who, while he lives near the Beltway, is not inside the Beltway. He's somebody that the John Kasich voters candidate's going after. He's somebody Bernie Sanders is going after. He's somebody Donald Trump is going after. And he made a point, which I thought was very interesting. You didn't see Donald Trump out in Iowa fielding camo and going out shooting. You've seen his sons do it, but Donald Trump didn't do it. All Donald Trump talked about was making America great again and trying to redo the economy. He did talk about religion, but not nearly as much as Ted Cruz and what have you. And I think clearly we know what this election's about, right? And the voters know what it's about. And that's why the likes of Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump clearly are doing well.